Hi, my name is Henry Cook. I'm the Program Management Officer at Reds10. Reds10 is an off-site modular construction company. Now, if you can imagine what we do is we build steel frames for our buildings and we do all the fit out and everything. We put the floors in, put the doors in, put the windows on, all up in a factory up north in Hull. Now, we bring those all down on trucks and we'll deliver those on site to create amazing spaces for the defence sector, the education sector and the justice sector. Now, what we can really do is we can really reduce the amount of impact we have on sort of the environment because we can really choose what waste we're having. Now, compared to sort of normal or more orthodox methods of construction, we have actually about 17% of their waste, which is just great to see. And as we go on, we're going to continue to drop that. In our company, a client relation is such an important thing. Now, as a small company going, we really wanted to make sure that our clients were sort of really being engaged properly, and we were effectively talking to them and making sure we understood their needs, which is exactly what you need as a small business. So from that, we started off by managing our information properly and really sort of bringing all these tasks together, so we were making sure that everything they were asking for was actually getting done. And that's sort of, we were looking for something to solve that, which was then brought us onto Monday. As Reds10, we've constantly grown over the last couple of years, and our growth over the last 2 years is amazing. So having a system which was properly able to adapt and change and be as creative as we are is something which was paramount to us. So by finding this system which we could completely change how we wanted to, we completely adapt it to our needs, was just exactly what we needed. So that's why every day I'm even more confident that Monday was the right choice for us. So with Monday, what we like to do is, well, we have it across all of our sectors now. So all of our commercials, all of our operations sectors, finance, admin, HR, everybody uses it for lots of their different bits. But mainly what we use it for is, well, what I like to use it for the most and what I found the most important is with our aftercare sector. So in our aftercare sector before, what would happen was we'd have this very long-winded process which would take about 15 days full of back and forth emails, maybe some phone calls, text messages, lots of information coming in from loads of different sources, and it was very confusing for our team. And across our whole sort of business, there was a lot of buildings and things were being left behind, and again, our clients were not happy. So since then, what we use Monday for is to completely refine that process, reduce the amount of actual manual work, which our team has to do by a lot, and we can really sort of utilize the integrations, the automations, and all the connected boards and forms, all the great keys of Monday to properly engage the client, get them involved with their aftercare, and now we can sort of just completely bring them on board, and then they can see a status of what's going on. We can bring subcontractors in to see what's going on, and the whole team can just work together to solve these issues instead of just being an angry email chain back and forth, which is so important to us. So originally back in 2022, we had around 49 buildings under the scope. Now we had a sort of one-person team and it wasn't their whole job at the time. Now in 2023, we now have around sort of that same person is doing across all 3 sectors. There is about sort of 100 buildings under their sort of scope. So we've completely doubled the amount of our scope while still being able to manage the same amount of quality and also actually improve our quality and our response times, which has been great to see. Having great aftercare cascades across the whole business. So the fact that we're able to see exactly where the issue was means that we can go back and be like, okay, so where was that issue? Was it on site? Was it in the factory? And the whole deal of us being able to really reduce the amount of costs and environmental impact on site is by taking it all the way back to the start and to the source of the issue and be able to be like, okay, so if this is going wrong in the building, then we can see that this is going right. But it's also cascades that then we have better client relations during the project, because now we can learn these lessons and we can sort of identify them early and make sure that they don't happen again, and we can just have a continuous improvement for our operations, for our commercials, for our environmental impact, everything which is just so important to Reds10. A lot of our team just seems a lot more sort of effective and happy when they're doing these things now. So the fact that they're not having to scramble around loads of emails, find all this different information, and effectively see the tasks which need to be done they can see the sort of live information, they can present the information easily to our leadership, they can find out information about the client very easily, all in this one workspace instead of having to pull it from loads of different areas. It's just so key to them, and it's all about just working smarter, not harder, that we can really just bring it all together and just be a lot happier in the way that we work.